Hello everybody, back here again for vlog a day, and today is Friday the 30th, and today was a lovely day outside. Just hot upon a lot of levels of hot, but I got this morning, I already had all my vending stuff packed up from last night, which actually is technically this morning. It's about 2 a.m. when I was packing that stuff, getting ready to go. I was out doing my stuff last night, so I didn't get much sleep. But got up this morning, I think 2 hours and 49 minutes worth of sleep is what my sleep thing actually said I slept. But a little app I have on my phone. So I basically got everything loaded in the car, got out of here, fairly decent hour. Karen headed into work early. She's got a bunch of stuff trying to get done with the hurricane coming up and all that fun stuff. She's trying to get it all, I guess, prepared and as much done as she can before the hurricane hits, because you know how it's going to be if we're missing power through like Wednesday, it sounds now, possibly Thursday. The storm might still be here. So we'll see how it takes down, but it is what it is. Went ahead and headed out to go do my route. I wasn't sure what time I was going to where, and it depends on which way I want to run it. I want to run it forward or back, and I kind of have the same routine every time, and I kind of did it for that reason, because that's the ones that make the most money. So I feel they go through the most stuff, so they should get the first fill and less likely to run out of things before I get to the least. Part of me actually thinks it makes more sense to go to the ones that go the slowest first. That way I can make sure I top them off and they won't take as much. Then I'll just dump everything left into the better ones. But most time I don't run out on the trip. I keep enough stuff in stock. I have it in times every time. But it seems like every week I run out of something, and then I have to put it on the list, and I make sure I buy extra for next week and top it off. So it is what it is. But I got there, had a new machine, or one of my old machines moved into a new location, and I was interested to see how it's going to go. It's kind of a pain in the butt to get to, because before I could park in one parking lot and hit 3 different machines from one spot. Now I can hit 2 in one spot. I got to load it all back in the car, so I got to go all the way around the block and stuff, and it's literally, I can see the building there. I just wasn't trying to get to it. But I did find out today that I can access the back loading ramp, the dock door. That door is never locked during the day, so I'll be able to actually go over there and basically park in the one parking lot. Actually, I might park in that building's parking lot in the back, and then access the 2, because the front building, their parking lot gets so packed up at times. A lot of times I'll park in the street. So, and there's a sidewalk between the 2, so make it easy on my dolly. I can just haul things in and out on the dolly, and I'll be good to go. So that right there is a good thing. It did surprisingly fairly well. I didn't have it overstocked, because that machine had been in a different location, an old building. And when I finally got around to moving it, I didn't want to take all my inventory with me, because I didn't want it getting, melting the car while I was out there. So I did get it filled up, got it all topped off. Thanks. It's a assisted living facility, and there's a good chance they will be staying there a lot. The nurse will be kind of stuck there. Everything else should be closed. So my hope is I'll come back to an empty machine next week that is full of money, because they are going to be out running on a diesel generator. I think it runs, like, they got 6 days worth of power without refilling the tank. I think they got 6 days worth of electricity, and then after they got to refill the tanks on the big diesel generators that will run all their facilities. So that includes vending machines. So I'm super happy that if that goes down and everything else around town don't have power, I may be able to get myself a little bit extra money coming out of that location. So filled the rest of my spots up, went and talked to one of the locations. One of the guys, I'll do a deal. I'll put like a prize number on the bottom of some of the cans of stuff, and you can win, money. I'll write down the amount of money you can win. And the front office guy won the $3 on a Red Bull the other day, and it was funny, because I'm like, oh, now it looks like coercion. The office is the one that wins it. Kind of made that joke theme and stuff and whatnot. So went ahead, and from there, basically headed back. Got back home, had a couple things to get taken care of. I got the generator restarted again by pull starting it, not with the battery, because the battery is still in the charger, and I think the battery is dead, because it's still trying to charge. It hasn't even said it's fully charged yet, and there's no way it should be not still charging. So I got that done, but I got where it's starting easy enough on the pull starter, so I don't know how to, and I can also jump start it off my RV battery if I need to, which will work out pretty well. So generator's good to go. I got the chainsaw running, all the fun stuff that comes with that. Got that sucks. I'm getting better at it. I don't do it often enough, so I kind of forget how to do it when I go to start it. And then it's one of those things where, luckily, I just started it 2 months ago or so, and I kind of really made mental note of how to do it, to the point that I actually wrote one of the problems it has. The on-off switch in that is like deceiving, of which way it says run and which way it's like off. Like, it's kind of a weird thing. And many times I'll try and start it, and it's in the off position. And by doing that, I end up flooding the damn thing like crazy, and then it doesn't want to start for shit. So I actually took a marker and wrote run up on the top, so I'll know which way the switch goes for it. So that right there was not my proudest moment, when I spent, probably 3 hours and realized that I'm the reason that the damn thing wasn't starting, because I had the off switch off, because I was what it was. But now it's working. I got it running. Like I said, it's all good to go. I got all the plywood out. My hurricane shutters, which is just plywood, unfortunately, went ahead and got them up. I cut a couple more holes in them and put some acrylic in there to basically go ahead and I guess be able to see out. I hate not being able to see out of stuff. Like, it literally drives me crazy and being in a completely full dark room, and it sucks. So it is what it is, and I went ahead and was able to I got holes in all the windows, all the rooms I might be in, bedroom, kitchen, all that kind of stuff, front room, all those kind of places that I might end up being in. And it is what it is. Right now, I'm a little bit distracted. There's a motorcycle behind me, a stupid turn signal on for like last, I don't know, a couple miles. And I got in front of him and trying to like turn my turn signals on left and right. So he sees mine going like, this idiot, his turn signal's like an idiot. And then looked down his own. But nope, he's just driving along, vaping like a dumbass on his bike and still running his turn signals. So good way to get your ass run over. Don't do that crap. Because there are people who see the turn signal, think you're getting out of their lane, and they're more likely to run you over. And it's already hard enough on a motorcycle not to get killed. So it is what it is. But anyway, I went ahead though. I got all the plywood figured out, got it all lined up, all the windows, everything goes here and there and there. And I decided I'm going to go ahead, I think this year, and board up my garage door. The garage door is really falling apart a little bit, so it happens. So yeah, it is what it is. But hey, your turn signal's on. Okay. Anyway, now the guy realized it. Whatever. So that's stoplight. But so we're starting stuff. So I'm going to hopefully get that done, and that way I got because part of me wants to leave it open, hope it blows in, because then I'll get the insurance money to buy a new door, but it doesn't do me any good because of the simple fact that then it damages and ruins all my shit. By the time you pay deductible insurance, it isn't worth it. So I'm going to board it up, and I'm going to probably make it a priority by next summer to have a new door on there. I might see if Big Tim can get me a deal on a door. If not, I will definitely just go buy one and install it myself. But got that taken care of. Karen ended up working late. I got my run in while she's done stuff. She came home. I put everything away. I didn't put it back where it goes because I'm going to take the plywood back out. So I left it out kind of in front. Got access to the thing going. Ended up having some leftover pizza. We watched some TV show called In Plain Sight. It's a show about witness relocation program. And you kind of watched it years ago and then just stopped watching it for whatever reasons. I've seen some episodes, but I don't remember a single actual episode. I remember the main characters. I remember the main plot, but I don't remember any single episode. So every episode's a new episode to me. So it works out really well there and whatnot. To the point I even kind of forgot her sister lived there. And her sister's been in every episode of the first season and a half we've watched it so far. And I forgot that her sister lived there. So I remember her mother living there, but it is what it is. But then I headed outside. We got a new mosquito repellent thing I bought. I was going to buy a mosquito nix unit. It's like $80 for a little patio size one. They want like $2,500 to do my property, and then like $35 a month to maintain it. And I'm like, I'll pay the $35 a month or stuff. That's the part that gets me. Like, I'll pay the $2,000 if I can just buy the stuff built when I need it. But I don't want a monthly bill to you people every month to dump some chemicals in a tank. So it is what it is. But I went ahead and got this little one for like, I think 15 or $25. It wasn't bad. And it's got a little propane torch inside and a little pad on top. And it says 15 by 15 foot. We set it between us. Even with a fan going, I think we've got maybe 5 bites, and we've had it 3 nights out there. So we just get 5 bites in like the first half an hour you're out there. And I also found it takes a while to kind of permeate out. So now I'll go out there, I'll light it when I go to put my patio pads and stuff, my cushions out. I'll light it them and let it kind of start permeate before I head out and get my iPad and everything else and stuff. And then when I walk out, it's already working. So, because before I turn it on, I start getting bit like the first 10, 15 minutes. And I can't really blame it because it hasn't had time to do anything yet. I'm still getting bit by what's there. So, watched some Netflix there. Karen headed back inside. I ended up sitting out there, and it was late enough, and it was just nice. It was not really cool with the fan going. It wasn't bad. And I went and asked him, like, hey, anything else I need to do? If not, I was just sitting here and really just kind of just meditate out. So I did. I just sat out there and just basically chilled out completely. Finally came inside. She'd fallen asleep, so she woke up when I came in. So we kind of talked and laughed, watched a little bit of TV, watched a little bit of Netflix and stuff, and then ended up having her we were up a little while, say. We were up longer than we wanted to, but she had a little nap in there, so we're all good to go. And then basically turned on my TV show to watch some stand-up special that I fall asleep to, and she was already zonked out way before I went to bed, and wrapped it up and called it a night. So, I defrosted my freezer, my deep freeze. I wasn't sure if it's the best idea with the storm coming, because my thought was, there's going to be a bunch of frost and stuff in there. It's all thick as hell, and all that extra ice would help keep my freezer cold longer. But my thought was, when I'm running the generator, I want to be able to refreeze ice in there, not just keep stuff cold. And then I can use the ice to put into the coolers and use that as my fridge, instead of trying to keep a fridge going, because the fridge takes more power than the freezer for some reason. I'm not sure why, but it does. So I went ahead and I thought I'll defrost it. So I pulled it out, threw in a couple coolers, and then basically defrost the whole thing, got it back going, and made myself a bunch of tea. So I got a bunch of jugs in there full of tea to drink, and then I've got some water jugs in there, and we are set now for the storm. So only thing I left to do, I think Sunday night, Monday morning, I'll board up the house. You got to figure out my runs, because it sounds like the hurricane might just set on top of us and just kind of chill out here for a day or two, and that's going to suck. So I have to run outside every 24 hours, and it's going to be hard to do if there's a hurricane sitting on top of me. So I might end up, I'll still run inside. I got a treadmill now, so I can technically get my run in to keep my run streak alive, but it might not be my outside run streak that I have going since I turned 40. So anyway, that's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.